Hi everyone, welcome to episode 38 of Awake Africa show. As you may know, this show is dedicated to sharing transformative ideas, principles, and practices capable of catalyzing both personal and collective transformation of the African societies. In this episode 38 of my presentations on the subject of dysfunctional Africa, the solution, a case study of the Nigerian state, I will talk about the origin and seeds of self-defeating mentality among Nigerians today. My name is Kennedy Nzewi. The depth of self-defeating mentalities such as rabid distrust, superiority complex, and deep-rooted envy expressed through pull-him-down attitude and the attitude of dependency, which we see among many Nigerians today, cannot be fully grasped without understanding the origin and the seeds that gave rise to these mindsets. The origin and seeds that gave rise to the self-defeating mentality we observe among many Nigerians today date back to the era of slavery and colonialism. It should be noted here that human behaviors are not random occurrence, as many people had believed. Rather, human behavior is propelled from a deep subconscious thought patterns which were formed either through deliberate indoctrination or through influences within and around our environments. Willie Lynch, a British slave owner in the West Indies during the era of slavery, demonstrated that through deliberate indoctrination, one can get a person to behave in certain ways. Willie Lynch was attributed to have developed some mind-controlling techniques which he and other slave owners used successfully in controlling their slaves in their plantations. Given the success of Willie Lynch's mind-controlling techniques and its popularity, the colonialists also deployed the same techniques successfully in their colonial adventures, especially in Africa. The Willie Lynch techniques involves outlining a number of differences among his slaves such as sex, skin color, age, intelligence, size, and status of plantation, attitude of owner, whether the slave lives in the valley, on a hill, east, west, north, or south, have a fine or coarse hair, or is tall or short. Willie Lynch used manipulative indoctrination of fear, distrust, and envy to pitch his slaves against each other by magnifying their obvious differences, thereby getting them to trust, love, and depend on him. The goal of Willie Lynch technique is to control the slaves and have them perpetually depend on him. The principles undergirding the divide and rule tactics which the British colonialists deployed to successfully colonize the Nigerian state was derived from Willie Lynch techniques. They deliberately sowed seeds of fear, of domination, distrust, envy, and superiority complex among constituent groups in Nigeria. Their goal was to get Nigerians to fight among themselves, never getting to form a common consensus on any issue that will help to accelerate the social development of the Nigerian state, and in effect continue to depend on them. Thought-provoking, I believe. Indeed, we must understand that thoughts are the womb from which actions are given birth to. And to get a person thinking in a certain way is to get that person to act in a desired way. This is why revolutionaries always sought to change things by the power of thought first and not actions. Now you can begin to understand how rooted the problem of Nigeria is and the depth of work that is needed to reverse the situation. Now that we know this secret, we can decide to use these same techniques positively to reorientate Nigerians. And I tell you, it is going to require a committed and painstaking work to achieve. The question is, are we ready for this? In episode 39 of my video presentations, I will talk on the subject of taking collective responsibility for Nigerian failures. Please, before you go, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel on the right side of the channel. This will enable you to get a first-hand notification whenever I drop fresh video contents, and for you to also access other interesting video contents in my channel. You can also share and encourage your friends to view any of the video contents that inspired you. Equally, you can interact with me on my various social media handles as displayed on the screen. Together we can make a difference. Thank you for your listening attention. Do join me for my next broadcast. Thank you.